Tip Tuesday. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Tip Tuesday. I'm Michelle Thomas, a medical intuitive, energy healer, psychic, and transformational coach with Radiant Living and RadiantLivingHLC.com. Guess what? Mercury is in retrograde. Welcome to retrograde season, everybody. So today's Tip Tuesday, we are talking all about the energy of Mercury retrograde, what it means, what it is, and how you can kind of survive this shift in energy. So what is all the fuss, right? What is Mercury retrograde? Well, Mercury is the planet known, and it was named after the Roman messenger god. And this small but really speedy and mighty planet is all about, it rules communication and technology and travel. And so this isn't just about what we say, right? As far as communication goes, it can be the things that we write. And so it's not just about the things we say, but how we hear them as well. A few times a year, this little tiny planet appears to go backwards in the sky, and it's hence known as Mercury retrograde. And while it appears to go backwards, it's actually just kind of lapping the Earth because its rotation happens, and when it rotates around the sun, it only takes 88 days. And so every 88 days, Mercury goes into retrograde because it appears to move backward in the sky, mainly because the Earth takes 365 or 66 days to go around the sun. So it just laps the Earth and it appears to move backwards. And so while other planets also have retrograde periods, Mercury is the one that happens a lot more frequently, obviously, because it's the one that's closest to the sun. And it has the potential to really mess up some things when it relates to communication and travel and technology. However, all these little bumps in the roads, it actually gives us an opportunity to slow down, to reassess, and to take a nice deep breath. And if ever there was a time to sort of measure twice and cut once, now is that time. So what do we really need to know in order to be better prepared in these next 3.5 weeks? So first, again, be really careful with all of your communications. Double check those emails, making sure you're not hitting reply all. Make sure that you're texting the right recipients, and double check for typos, those Freudian slips and double entendres, because again, this is the time when those sorts of things kind of happen a little bit more readily than other times. You may also feel a little bit more foggier, right? A little more brain fog. So avoid kind of making really big life altering decisions at this time. Don't sign contracts, and if you do, make sure you're reading that fine print to make sure that you're, not going to necessarily regret that decision or signing on the dotted line. Beware of technology meltdowns as well during this time. Make sure that you are backing up your computers, backing up your data, and try not to buy new gadgets unless you absolutely have to, and double check that there's a warranty. And if you have to travel, make sure that you are building in time, right, for delays, for wrong turns, maybe grabbing some travel insurance if necessary. Because again, if you're trying to fly somewhere, technology hiccups can happen and cause major problems and headaches. So just be aware. You may also feel a little bit stuck, right? You may have some creative blocks or lack a little bit of inspiration at this time too. And then last, be careful of the past sneaking up on you. Those old friends or lovers may just try to slide into your DMs. So it may be best to kind of politely decline any type of reconciliation during this time. Retrograde for this particular series, Mercury's in the sign of Gemini, which may have an even more profound effect on those with a lot of Gemini in your astrological chart. I am one of those people. My birthday's at the end of the month, and so this particular retrograde usually affects me more than some other times of the year. But because Geminis are known for their communication skills and kind of our personalities are sometimes we need to be a little bit more extra vigilant, that we're really sort of communicating what we want to communicate, both verbally and written, in a way that is intentional and very just being very careful and cautious and double checking everything. So being mindful that you're double checking those recipients of those emails, those texts, and that you're not accidentally sending something to the wrong person. So now that you kind of know the potential pitfalls of this energy shift, let's talk about the ways that we can kind of thrive during this type of energy shift. So first things first, slow down, take time for reflection, and show gratitude for all the things in your life, right? Even things that maybe appear to have gone awry, see it as a learning or a growth opportunity, right? Kind of shifting your perspective a little bit, but tuning in, looking at our shadow side during this time is a really great period too, to really kind of see, what is it that we really need to shift about our lives right now? Secondly, declutter. If you listened to my week ahead forecast yesterday, you will know that the energy of this week is all about cleaning things up. Use this slowdown period to really clean up your home. Let go of clutter, things that are broken, that are no longer loved or wanted anymore in your home. And it'll allow that bright new energy to awaken in June and really come flowing into your home and into your life. Because when we declutter and we get rid of all of this stuff, it's stagnant energy that's sitting around your house. And when energy is stagnant, it's just not free flowing. It's not allowing the free flowing of energy into your life. So go Marie Kondo the hell out of your house. Also, take time to finish up unfinished projects. Again, this was all part of my week ahead forecast, interestingly enough. So making sure that you're crossing things off your to-do list. Tie up any loose ends, again, so that you can start new things in June. And then you can also reconnect with those that you haven't spoken to in a while. And I'm not talking about exes, right, that are no good for you. But if an old friend pops into your mind, right, reach out to them and just see how they've been. Because chances are intuitively you're just like, oh, well, maybe I need to just go reach out and say hello. Again, triple check your correspondence. Don't get frustrated too much with technology and communications if it just doesn't work. So like now's the time where sort of like Wi-Fi things start working. And actually, like if this live goes all jinky, I'll know why. But really just paying attention, backing up your data, your pictures, all these things that you want to make sure don't get lost should something happen to your technology. So just go slow and make sure that the things that you're saying, that you mean what you say and you say what you mean, because communication is a little bit wonky. And then listen more than you speak, right? Don't try to dominate every conversation right now. Allow yourself to slow down and listen to what others have to say. Because very often when people are talking to us, we're thinking of the response and not actively and being present in the moment and listening to what they have to say. So now it's a really great time. You should do this all the time, but now especially it's a really great time to kind of pause, listen, and then form a response. And then give yourself some grace. Be a little more forgiving and compassionate with yourself and others during this time. And we're all bound to make some mistakes. So go with the flow and let some things kind of just slide off your back. Don't beat yourself up over stuff like that. Again, do some self-reflection. Work on your inner child wounds, healing and integrating your shadow self. And when we slow down and give ourselves time to look at what's working and what's not working in our life, we can heal and move ourselves forward, right? Because retrograde is for the rest of the month, right? It ends, I think, on June 3rd. And then there's usually a shadow period of a few days to a week. So allow June to be bright and shiny and bold, but you have to sort of, again, it's a great time to start healing some of the stuff that you might need to be working on. And then get grounded, right? Get outside. Let Mother Gaia's calming energy recenter and ground you. Slowing down, taking a break from electronics, and just being outside. The weather's starting to get beautiful. So go outside and spend time in nature, right? Put that phone down and go outside, breathe in the fresh air, and just allow yourself to be present in the very moment. If you are into crystals, you can also harness the power of agate, amazonite, aquamarine, and onyx to assist you during this time. So I am curious, how does Mercury retrograde affect you if you know that it does? I'd love to know how that happens for you. And I also want to share a couple friendly reminders. The Heal Yourself Challenge is back. super excited. It's happening on June 20th through the 24th. It's going to be even better than ever. We're going to be healing inner child wounds and feminine wounds, money blocks. I'm going to teach you how to be a better manifester. It's 5 days of just healing and transformation. It's the only time I'm going to be offering the Heal Yourself Challenge this year. And I love this event so much. So I really hope that you will sign up if you're interested. It's still free. It's radiantlivinghlc.com/HYC. I'll drop it in the comments in a little while. But it's a really great event, and it allows us to all really be connected and to work on healing. And when the energy of that container is so powerful, and I just love this event so much. So I really hope that you will join me for that week in June. And then also, if you have been waiting to take my Divine Healing and Ascension Masterclass, 10 weeks of major transformation and change, it is 10 weeks of intense healing. I teach you how to tune into your intuition. I teach you all about chakras, how to heal inner child wounds. Again, a lot of the things that I dipped my toe into in the Heal Yourself Challenge, it's expanded into a 10-week course because we talk about the Ascended Masters and Archangels. We talk about your shadow self and how you can integrate it. It's an amazing course. I love teaching this on how you can really tune in and figure out what's going on in your life so you can heal and thrive. And so come spend summer school with me. I'm going to be doing this in June. If you want more information, you can go to radiantlivinghlc.com/masterclass. Get all the details there. There's payment options as well for your convenience. So I hope you will spend some of your time this summer with me. So I hope you guys all have a great week. Please have a great Mercury retrograde as much as you can. Use the tools that I just gave you and really allow yourself to just slow down. Try not to move too fast because, again, if you move too quickly, you're going to make some mistakes. The universe is going to kind of throw a few wrenches in some of your plans. So give yourself some grace and pause. But ultimately, I hope you do the very best you can with the energy that is around us right now.